Welcome to the 2021-22 Heart of America Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Media Day. I'm your host, Stephen Davis. Today we're joined by first-year head coach of Willam Penn University, Jenna Santi. Coach, how are you today? Thanks for spending some time with us.
I'm doing good. Sunny outside, so can't complain.
Absolutely. Well, you're about to embark on your first year as a collegiate head coach. How excited to get started with the fun part, the games?
You know, it's every day is just a new day to learn, and that's the biggest part of it. And so our big thing this year is going on kind of the mini goals to get to the big milestone. So our big milestone's our first game. So every day is just a new day to get better, to get excited, to implement new stuff. But we have a big challenge coming up, our first game, but we're trying to do scrimmages, we're trying to get ready, and it's just everyone's learning every day per se.
You are a Willam Penn alum. How much has it meant to you to take over the helm at your alma mater and to finally be the leader once the games start of the school where you played?
Of course, it's a lot of pressure just because, I played here, we had success and everything, but also it's a great feeling because it also helps the scenario of the girls can see the passion is a lot more because it's honestly just in my heart and in my soul. Like, this is where I played, you're wearing Willam Penn for a reason. So the connection there with the school is huge. And everyone, me giving the opportunity, like Nick Rule, John Onison, our president, it's been amazing just because I've had relationships with them. They saw me as a 18-year-old coming in, and now, I'm a young coach after 6-7 years. And so it's just a blessing and very exciting moment just to be able to represent Willam Penn just a couple more longer than I thought, let's just say.
Yeah, not 18 anymore, but still pretty close to it. How does it feel to be one of the youngest coaches in the league, one of the youngest coaches in the country? Is that any pressure for you, knowing you're going against some coaches that you played against?
Yes, but no, I guess per se. The whole thing is always just, I'm always in the middle, right? Like, we're rebuilding, but we're not rebuilding because, I've been here, but also we have a new team. And so, playing against all these amazing coaches, and I respect them a ton. A lot of them have reached out, have been mentors also to me in that scenario, but I'm just excited to kind of battle them too on this side of things because yes, I got to play against them. I got to coach being an assistant against them, but now kind of being the face of it and going head on head is very exciting just because I know the Heart of America is one of the toughest conferences, and just being able to play and now coach against them. And we have some great coaches in this league. So it's just really an honor to be part of this league and being able to kind of step foot and have those moments now as a coach.
Yeah, I think it'd be a little different to be the one standing on the sideline, looking down at some of those faces standing up on the other end. Let's talk about your team, though. Who are some of the veterans? Who are some of the returners who you're counting on for big roles this season?
Yeah, so you guys kind of looked at our team and on our roster and everything. We're gonna be a little different, fresh look on the bench. So none of our 5 starters are back. 4 of them left with our previous coach, and 1 decided to go closer to home. And so respectfully, we just got to move forward. And so we have a lot of great girls who, really didn't get to play last year. So Alexis True is our point guard. She went to Lincoln College before this, and she never really got to play last year, but she is one heck of a point guard. She controls the floor. She can score. She can do all those little things for us. We have Journey Augman. She was our freshman a couple of years ago, but then she left after COVID and came back. And I don't know if people kind of remember Vashti Wabarocha, one of my old teammates, but she's kind of on the verge of going that direction of her athleticism and everything. And so that's just really cool. And I've had conversations with Vashti, how can I get her to be you kind of thing. And so that's great. And then Zantasia White, she played good amount of minutes last year. She's just an overall all good guard, can shoot, can drive, kind of do it all for us. One heck of a defender. And then we have a 5-man who's returning also, who was behind one of our stud 5-men last year, but she has game, she can work, she can go on the perimeter, she can go inside. And so we're really lucky that maybe it's an advantage that a lot of people didn't see these girls on the bench because it feels like it's a new team and everything. Because I remember when I was filling out the form, it was like, how many starters? And I was like, 0. So that it's just kind of fun. But being the assistant last year, I got to know these girls a lot, and so we already had that relationship. And so it's been a very easy transition than probably people might think, just because I had the respect from the girls already, and they know what I want and everything. And so we have some really good girls who are going to step up. And then we have a transfer, Allie Stewart. She's actually from Australia, but she's from Southeast Community College in Nebraska. One heck of a shooter, great kid. And so we're excited to get her, in our offense and everything. And then Emma Mortz, she was at Kankakee. She's just one hard worker. Will dive on the ball and do all that stuff. So we have everyone who, has a role, and that's the exciting part. Now we're just kind of trying to get it to click in those moments. So.
Absolutely. All right. So when you guys get out on the floor, I know you probably talked about this with your team. You probably tried to explain it to them, but when they take the floor and you get into games, what do you hope a Coach Santi coach team looks like on the floor? What's your expectation?
I am a defensive coach and they know it. So I'm all about defense because that's the big part of it. We're not going to play defense and we really are not going to be able to score because we got to make stops. We got to keep teams under, a certain amount of points each game. And so our team is, they need to have energy and effort because we can't teach it, but they're going to have it. And if they see, their coach wanting it and all that, that's the connection that we need. And so on the floor, you're going to get those 50-50 loose balls. You're going to take charges, just doing the little things. Cause I think that the little things matter the most because the little things will win the games. And so, that's the big stand in the court is, hey, it's a learning year as well. We're kind of rebuilding, we're going to have roller coasters, but if we're all on the same roller coaster together and we keep our energy and effort and we don't lose, hope and faith and keep on going with each other, we can succeed. And so that's our biggest thing is this on the court is, you go on, you work hard. And if you don't work hard, then the next person is going to go in and work hard. And that's the biggest key to it, because I always believe that, talent doesn't show up every day, but your hard work will show up every day. So, we're going to be a very, very, scrappy defensive team, but I feel like, we're pretty confident on that side of the floor right now.
Awesome. Hey, we mentioned you played in the Heart. This conference. What does it take to get to the top of the Heart? What's it going to take to finish as a higher spot in the league standings and have the kind of program you want to have?
Yeah, I mean, of course, we have those powerhouses. We have Mid-Am, CMU, who are always up there, and playing against them is always, a good test, but also it's just one of those feelings that you're like, you have that little, ooh, I can. And so, when we keep these teams is we take every game like it's a championship game, then it's going to be, we can play, the 14th team, we can play the number 1 team. If we treat it the same way, then I feel like we'll have success because we can't take anything lightly. We're in the middle of the pack as a preseason roll came out. And the thing is, though, it's okay to be there, but it's also another learning cue of, hey, this doesn't mean anything for us. We have to prove ourselves. We're Willam Penn. We're a new coach. We're a new team. And, playing those high upper teams and lower teams, you can't beat this team and then beat this team. You can't. So that's just how hard America goes. If you don't show up and play, you could possibly lose. And that's, for me as a player, that's how I looked at it. I was like, we can beat anyone, but who's going to come to play? So I think that's our biggest thing this year is taking every game like it's a championship game. Like, this is our last one. We can beat them. We can do this kind of a mindset we're going to have.
Hey, we all know Willam Penn has great fan support at the games. What's a message you'd like to relay to your fans about your team for this season?
Well, thank you, fans, because I know you guys are awesome and you guys travel with us, and we're ready doing a couple things with you guys, but you're going to see a fun young team who's ready to get out there and kind of just a new look on the sideline. We're young coaches, we're young players, and we're just going to get out and we're going to give you the best energy and effort we can show you. So that's what we're going to give you. And we just thank you enough for supporting us every day. We're happy to be Statesmen. That's for sure.
Good stuff. Coach Santi, thanks for your time today. Good luck this season.
Thank you so much.